In the twilight of his remarkable life, Abraham, the patriarch of faith, embarked upon a new chapter of family expansion. After the passing of Sarah, his beloved wife, he took another wife named Keturah. This union, occurring in his advanced age, underscored his enduring vitality and the divine promise of abundant progeny. Keturah bore Abraham 6 sons, further diversifying his lineage. These sons were Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, and Shuah, each destined to become the progenitor of distinct tribal groups. Their births marked a significant extension of Abraham's family tree, beyond the covenant line established through Isaac. Among these sons, Jokshan's descendants included notable groups such as Sheba and Dedan, alongside the Ashurim, the Letushim, and the Leumim. These names resonate through ancient history, often associated with trade routes and regional powers. Midian, another son of Keturah, also fathered a significant line. His descendants included Ephah, Epher, Hanok, Abida, and Eldah, whose names would later be linked to various communities and territories in the ancient Near East. These lineages highlight the widespread influence of Abraham's seed. As Abraham approached the end of his earthly journey, he meticulously arranged his affairs. He deeded everything he owned, all his substantial wealth and possessions, to his son Isaac. This act formally established Isaac as the primary heir, the inheritor of the covenant promises. However, Abraham did not neglect his other sons. He gave grants to his sons by concubinage, specifically Keturah's sons, while he was still living. These gifts provided them with a foundation for their own independent lives and settlements. To ensure the distinct path of Isaac and the covenant line, Abraham sent these sons eastward. They journeyed to the land of Kedem, a region generally understood to be east of Canaan, thus establishing their own territories away from Isaac's inheritance. This geographical separation was crucial for the unfolding of divine purpose. Abraham lived to be a venerable 175 years old, a testament to a life blessed with longevity and fulfillment. His passing marked the end of an era, a life lived in profound communion with the divine. He died at a ripe old age, after a full life, having seen the initial stages of the promises made to him begin to unfold. His death was not one of sorrow, but of completion, a peaceful departure after a journey of faith. His sons, Isaac and Ishmael, came together to bury their father. This poignant moment of shared grief transcended their past differences, uniting them in a final act of filial duty. Abraham was laid to rest in the cave of Machpelah, in the field of Ephron the Hittite, a burial site he had purchased years earlier. There, he was interred alongside his beloved wife, Sarah, fulfilling his desire to rest with her in the land promised to his descendants. After Abraham's death, the divine blessing continued to rest upon his chosen heir. God blessed Isaac, confirming his status as the inheritor of the covenant. Isaac continued to live near Beer Lahai Roi, a place associated with divine encounter and provision. Ishmael, Abraham's son by Hagar the Egyptian, represents another significant branch of the patriarchal family. Though not the covenant heir, his lineage was also blessed with numerous descendants, fulfilling a divine promise made to his mother. Ishmael fathered 12 sons, each destined to become a chieftain and the head of a tribal group. These sons are listed in order of birth: Nebaioth, Kedar, Adbil, Mibsam, Mishma, Dumah, Massa, Hadad, Tema, Jetur, Naphish, and Kedema. Their names echo through the annals of ancient Arabian history. These sons indeed became 12 chieftains, establishing as many tribal groups that would populate the vast desert regions. Their influence extended across significant territories, forming a distinct and powerful people. Ishmael lived to be 137 years old, a long life that allowed him to witness the proliferation of his own descendants. His longevity mirrored the blessings bestowed upon his father, Abraham. The Ishmaelites, his progeny, ranged geographically from Havilah by Shur to Ashur, encompassing a vast expanse of territory. This description highlights their nomadic lifestyle and their presence across key trade routes and desert lands. They are described as pitching camp in opposition to their kinsmen, a phrase that carries significant historical and prophetic weight. This statement fulfilled an earlier prophecy concerning Ishmael, foretelling a life of independence and occasional conflict with his relatives. Isaac, the son of Abraham and the inheritor of the covenant, continued the patriarchal line. At the age of 40, he married Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel the Aramean, from Paddan Aram, a union that would shape the future of the chosen people. For a time, Rebekah was sterile, a challenge that mirrored the earlier struggles of Sarah. Isaac, demonstrating his faith and reliance on divine intervention, entreated the Lord on behalf of his wife, seeking a blessing of fertility. The Lord heard his entreaty, responding to Isaac's fervent prayer. Rebekah subsequently became pregnant, a miraculous answer that reaffirmed the divine hand guiding the patriarchal narrative. During her difficult pregnancy, Rebekah experienced an unusual struggle within her womb. The children jostled and contended with each other, causing her distress and prompting her to seek divine understanding. In response to her inquiry, God revealed to Rebekah the profound nature of her pregnancy. She carried 2 nations within her, and a prophecy was given. The older would serve the younger, foreshadowing a reversal of traditional birth order and societal norms. Rebekah eventually gave birth to twins, confirming the divine revelation. Their arrival marked a pivotal moment in the unfolding story of the covenant. The firstborn was Esau, distinguished by his physical characteristics. He emerged reddish and covered in hair, a description that would later contribute to his name and identity. The second-born was Jacob, who entered the world gripping Esau's heel. This symbolic act at birth foreshadowed their future relationship and Jacob's eventual ascendancy. Isaac was 60 years old when the twins were born, making him an elderly father, much like his own father Abraham. This late fatherhood further emphasized the miraculous nature of their births. As they grew, the twins developed distinct personalities and vocations. Esau became a skillful hunter, a man of the open country, embodying a rugged and independent spirit. Jacob, in contrast, was a more domestic man, preferring to dwell in tents and engage in pastoral pursuits. Their differing natures led to a divergence in parental affection. Isaac preferred Esau, perhaps drawn to his adventurous spirit and the game he brought home. Rebekah, however, preferred Jacob, recognizing perhaps a deeper, more contemplative nature. A pivotal moment in the lives of the twin brothers occurred when Esau, returning from the field, was famished. His hunger led him to a fateful decision that would forever alter his destiny. In his state of extreme hunger, Esau encountered Jacob, who was preparing a bowl of lentil stew. Esau, driven by immediate physical need, impulsively sold his birthright to Jacob for this simple meal. This act demonstrated his profound disregard for his inheritance, prioritizing momentary gratification over a sacred and significant legacy.